we'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Goff on first down. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
23, Cam Akers.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down with Akers. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Cam Akers.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Complete.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of
the numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 102 yards.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1. because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's tackled at the
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Chase Edmonds, the ball.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. And it will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and long. It's gone. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
3-yard gain on the play.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Murray's pass.
Max Williams. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jared Goff sacked.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The defense shaking it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Saquon Barkley on the handle.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
Rolling to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit bigger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Down and 10.
On 2nd down, Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
on 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down.
First down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They fake the handoff. Now Murray eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Play fake, Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Andy Isabella. Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Waynes.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Cardinals are able to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
The score, all time.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll buy some time right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Murray off play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Andy Isabella with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Again, the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. They'll roll him out right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden,
2nd and short now following the fumble. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Second and 10, Goff again. This one brought in by Jefferson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. The 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now...
Oh, no, they lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To the right side, complete to Jefferson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and
open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
21.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's